Good morning, grade 2. It's Friday, May 8th, 2025-8-20. Today you have your recitation of verse 2, Christ is with me. You certainly can do the refrain again if you already did it last week. If you didn't do it last week, you for sure have to do it this week for me, okay? Otherwise, you can just do the words for verse 2 if you already did it last week. All of your work for African American inventors should be all finished now and ready to be submitted. Do your epic read for today, the last one for this week, and your AR test on that. We have lesson 133 and a worksheet to go through today. So grab your worksheet when you have a minute. Remember to pause the video. And if you have that plastic baggie with the 1-inch tiles, grab that too. We'll use that for our math today as well. You have a new page to do that is due on Monday. So work on it today and over the weekend, and then you'll turn it in on Monday. It has an activity for you to do on the back as well with chalk and brick and a piece of quartz that's kind of like the more white or almost clear sometimes, real sparkly type of rock, and sidewalk chalk and a piece of brick, if I didn't say that already. So see if you can find those things and try this experiment. If you can't, let me know, okay? I understand. There might be things around, though, that you don't even know you've got. So see if you can do it. If not, maybe try different rocks and see if something else works. And then you have some blanks to fill in there. All right? Guess what? It's our cockroaches. Did you know that 2 of our other cockroaches passed away since you've been gone? We have only one lonely guy left, and he does seem pretty lonely. He just sits there in the corner. No friends to come and say hi to him. I do make sure that he has food and water, but I think he misses you. All right? So that is due on Monday. Your goods and services is due today. Most of you already turned that in, though. And then we're going to wrap up those junior park ranger packets, okay? Hopefully you've been working on them a little bit. If you do need an extra day or so, would you let me know? And then your parents just have to let me know once you've completed it, okay? And then it gives you the directions. Each one is slightly its own thing for how you submit the information to let them know that you completed it so they can send you back your certificate or the junior park ranger badge, okay? On that, you should be all done with your letters for the week. And I think that's it. A couple things that I wanted to talk to you about. So you had a kind of different looking time test yesterday, not like this exactly, okay, but one that had all of the facts on it, and my note on there was to keep it for practice. Because you don't have flashcards right now, that sheet might be a good one to just hang on to and just read it over occasionally and get those facts in your head, okay? A great time to do things that you're trying to keep in your mind is right before you go to sleep. Did you know that? Yes. Scientists have proven that if you look at something right before you go to bed, it often then stays in your mind. You know, your brain is working hard, that computer up there, all night long, and that might help you on this. So notice that it says that this time test today is for 3 minutes. And guess what? They give you some of the answers on the bottom. What? I don't think they talked to me about that. Now, there is one little trick to it, and that is that they are the turnaround of it, the reciprocal, okay? So 8 times 3 is 24 is the same as 3 times 8 is 24. And notice you have a very small spot to write. So you're going to need to write small and neat. 6 times 3 is 18. Oh, there's 3 times 6. So it's okay to look down here to help you out with some of those that are a little bit trickier, okay? All right, so see how you do on your time test today. And then you did have a bigger bingo sheet yesterday, okay? And so, or maybe that was 2 days ago. Oh, one day runs into the other here. And it's just to play bingo on. So you put a free in the middle and then put these would be your products and then make up a set of flashcards. So for example, for the number 12, it could be many different ways that you could put a tile on it or a bean or an M&M or whatever it is that you're using, okay? Because it could be, you could have a flashcard that's 2 times 5 or 5 times 2. You could have 3 times 4, All right, so you could come up with all sorts of different things, but you could make a game of this as well. Maybe have your moms and dads look online, or maybe you already have a set of multiplication fact cards sitting around the house. You never know what you might find, okay? So that's what that was for, and that's just to keep around, and a good thing to do to practice even throughout the summer, just every once in a while, having a rainy day, say, Mom, Dad, let's play a multiplication game, or an older brother or sister, you could play that with them as well. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through this worksheet. All right, lesson worksheet 133, and you need your tiles and a pencil, of course. If you haven't already gotten those things, will you kindly do that? And I'm just going to warn you, my camera is being crazy. Mr. Rosano tried to help me fix it, but it definitely has a mind of its own today. So my camera is really skinny. At least it's the right way and it's not having the hiccups. So we're going to do what we can. Alrighty, so I'm going to switch to my other screen. If you haven't gotten your things to work together with me, would you do that quickly? And pause the video while you do it, okay? I'm going to switch to my other scene. There it is. There's my skinny little paper right there, okay? Now, what we're going to do, sometimes we're going to use the tiles, and sometimes I'm going to have you draw on your page, all right? So what we're going to think about, let's say we have 6 of these tiles, okay? So here's 6 tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Now, if I make these tiles go into 2 groups, so we're going to think 2 groups. I'm going to make 2 groups on the left side, okay? If I make them go in 2 groups, that's on this side, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have 2 groups, how many are in each group? 2 groups of 3. 2 groups of 3 gives me 6. What if I put it in 3 groups? Do you have an idea what we would get already? If I do 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, so this side is the 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many are in each group? So it's still in dividing equal groups, right? I would have 2 in each group. So notice that whatever 2 numbers I have here, 2 times 3 gives me 6. 3 times 2 gives me 6. All right? I'm going to add 2 more. This time we're going to do 8. So what if I have 2 groups of 8? What do you think is going to be in each of my groups? Remember, these have to be equal. Yep, 4 and 4. So you can make 4 tiles in one and 4 in another, and then 2 groups of 4. So what do you think if we have 4 groups? What will we have? Right, 4 groups of 2. So if we have 4 groups, and then we do 2 in each one. All right, and we can check it. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. The next one is 2 more, 10. So what if I have 2 groups of, do you think you've got it? I bet you do. I hear you saying 5. Let's check it out. If I have one set of 5 and another set of 5, do I get 10? I sure do, because we know that 5 and 5 is 10. What about 5 groups? Whoo, I'm going to have to make some smaller circles here, I think. 5 groups would be how many in each one? You got it, 2. Because if 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 2 has to be 10, doesn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 groups of 2 in each group. All right, so we had 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 it asks us to do. 3 groups of what? So if I have 3 groups, how many tiles will be in each one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So how many do I have in each group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got it. This will be the last one we'll draw. So making 5 in each of those circles because 3 times 5 gives us 15. So 3 groups of 5 is 15. So how many would it be for the 5 groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 groups we would have, you're right, 3 in each one. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 5 groups of 3 in each group. All right. Oh, next it asks us to do 12. So let's make sure we have 12. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I do 2 groups, I'm going to have 2 groups the same. So if I do 2 groups, what do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we know that that's true? Yes, because 2 times 6 gives me 12. So what about 3 groups? What times 3 gives you 12? If you're not sure, make your groups. That was 4, 4, 4. 3 groups of 4. So then what would it be for the 4 groups? I'm going to take one of these away. 3, 3, 3. 4 groups of 3 gives us 12. What about 6 groups? Look up here, your answer is right on top. 6 groups of 2, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, our last one, we need all 20. Bring all 20 on here. 2 groups of what give you 20? Oh, you guys know that one. 2 groups of 10. So then it would be 10 groups of 2. What times 4 gives me 20? Should we check? Here's a group. Here's a group. Here's a group. Here's a group. And what do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 5. So 4 groups of 5. That means it would be 5 groups of 4. So if we take one away from each there, 5 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There you go. Move my tiles out of the way. So in our first boxes, we drew also to kind of show how to make those equal groups, okay? We were dividing a number into equal groups, all right? So how many groups? And then the number here is how many are inside that group, in each of those groups. Notice that it's the factors that you use to multiply to get that product. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times 2 is 12. Okay? Give yourselves a smiley face and please send me a picture, will you? I know I didn't write send picture on there, but would you send me a picture of that one? All right. Thanks, friends. I appreciate that. All right, back to me. Hello. So there you go. That was your math lesson for today. Are you counting down the lessons? We have lesson 134 on Monday. 100, let's see, Tuesday will be tests. And then Wednesday will be 135 and we are D-O-N-E done. Yay! Did you think that day would ever come? It seems like it's been a long time, hasn't it? You've been working very hard and doing very well. Take your time. And I don't think I have any other reminders, but if you have any questions, make sure you give me a call, okay? I'm looking forward to hearing your memory treasures today. Good night, or goodbye. Not good night. Silly me. See you later.